Alright, so welcome to the second lecture of this course, and in this lecture we're just going to learn how to download Python. So the reason we need to download Python is because we have to get that IDLE in which we write the Python code. It's absolutely necessary to download Python before we start writing any of the Python syntax. So first thing first, what I want you to do is head over to python.org. And what python.org is, So what python.org is, it's basically the official site of the Python programming language. Over here you can have documentation, you can download stuff, and it's a really nice place. So I definitely suggest later on, whenever you're free, check out the site. You can check out the documentation, the community, some success stories, stuff like that. But what we're going to be doing is, if you scroll down a bit, or you can just go ahead to the download section, and you're going to download for Mac OS X 3.4.3. Now, if you're on a Windows, it should probably say download for Windows 10 or Windows 8, whatever your version is. And you want to select Python 3.3 over here. In case you're not seeing something, what you can always do is scroll down a little further, and you'll see this download icon over here. Go ahead and select Python 3.4.3. So it says all this good stuff. It was released on February 25th, 2015. Major new features, stuff like that. We don't really have to use any of that. Basically, take a look at this stuff, the files. So if you're on a Windows, definitely use the one that was for an OS Windows. So probably the Windows x86 64 MSI installer, or you might do the one underneath that, the Windows x86 MSI installer. So if you're on a Windows machine, definitely click one of those. If you're on a Mac OS X, obviously do the one which has the Mac OS X. So I do have the latest version of Mac OS X, which is higher than 10.6, so I'm going to select this one. Okay, and again, it just depends on your machine, what you have. And now you're going to see a package being installed over here. So it has a 3.4.3 package. And I'm not going to go through, or I'll just open this for you, but I won't be going through the steps of installing Python 3.4.3 again, since I already have. But the concept is quite simple. Same thing for a Windows machine. The package will download. All you need to do is go through the steps, go through each one of these steps, and once it's downloaded, you should be able to see it. So for Mac users, I'll quickly show you how to get to it. Let me just get this file over here. Okay, give it a few seconds. So going into applications, over here, you're going to see Python 3.4 appear. Okay, so right now my machine is taking a little bit of a longer time than usual. However, if you're on a Windows machine, you're going to go into your C drive or D drive or whatever your main hard drive disk is. And over there, you're going to see a folder called Python 27 or Python 34. So if you select that, that's where all your IDLE and Python launcher and stuff will be. So as you can see, now my Python 3.4 package has been installed. I have my IDLE, my Python documentation, my Python launcher, and so on. So for the coding part of Python, we'll be doing our maximum coding inside of this IDLE. Okay, so it's over here where we write the code. I'll quickly show you how the IDLE looks like. It's bouncing around right now. It's going to take me a little bit of time. But basically, throughout this course, we'll be using this IDLE to write all of our Python code. Okay, so this is how the IDLE looks like. As you can see right now, I'm using Python 3.4.3. If you hit enter, this is where you write code. So I won't be showing you the code in this lecture. This lecture was all about downloading Python and installing it on our machine. Now, in the next lecture, we'll go ahead and create a very simple Hello World program. See you then.